Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here. And today I have for you, director Mike Flanagan says Netflix is hostile to the ideal of physical media, which I think we've all known. And you guys know how I feel about Netflix and streaming services in general. I am not a fan. For those of you who don't know, Mike Flanagan actually created a lot of stuff for Netflix. He created Midnight Mass, Haunting of Bly Manor, Gerald's Game. There was something else big from him. I don't know because I don't really watch Netflix at all. But he worked for Netflix for a very long time. And one of his most popular horror movies he ever made, Hush, was on their service for a long time until it was pulled down by him from Netflix. So this, what we're about to read, what Mike Flanagan said. This is all legit. This is what he really said. And I just had to, once I heard this and saw this, I had to bring it up, had to do this story for you guys because you guys know how I feel. So let's go ahead and pop this up right here. This says, Mike Flanagan slams Netflix for not releasing physical media. Of course, it says, in the years I worked at Netflix, I tried very hard to get them to release my work on Blu-ray and DVD. That is true because, like I said, he said that many times before. He's begged Netflix. I think I even covered a while back, like maybe a year ago, where he said something. I did a video or something where he said something like this. He's been begging Netflix to put his shows and movies that he's made on Blu-ray and DVD because he knows that physical media is still important, and there are people out there, regardless how many subscribers Netflix has, that people will want a Blu-ray or a DVD of stuff that he has created, because I know he's massed a following of people that really want that. And he continues by saying, they refused at every turn. It became clear very fast that their only priority was subs and that they were actively hostile to the ideal of physical media. Actively hostile to the ideal of physical media. This is why I hate streaming services so bad, because all these, like, specifically like Netflix, Disney, and like the bigger ones, I know I have no real problems with Tubi or anything like that. And it's like I said, it's never about the ideal that they're streaming movies into your home. It's the ideal of what they're doing to entertainment as a whole, because they are putting all their monies into these streaming services because they can't face failure. And in doing so, they've turned their backs on business models that have worked for years within physical media and turnaround and licensings and everything. Everybody wants to have a streaming service that is gushing millions of dollars a day. For whatever reason, that's what they're doing. And they're turning their back on physical media, and it's ridiculous. And now I know some people will say, whoa, wait, Netflix has released stuff on physical media. That is true. Some stuff that Netflix himself has produced has been released on physical media, such as the Stranger Things series. I know they released season 1 and 2. I think Orange is the New Black is an original Netflix series that they actually released. But however, some of those other releases, like the Daredevil series, which did have a release of season 1 and 2, that was Disney Marvel. They released that. The Fuller House TV show, which I know has been released on DVD, that's a Warner Brothers show. Warner Brothers owns the right to that. They released that on Blu-ray or DVD. And also, there was one other show I was trying to think about that I know that got a release. Oh, Cobra Kai. Yes, Sony owns Cobra Kai. They released Cobra Kai on DVD, not Netflix. Netflix have only released a very finite, limited amount of some of the stuff they've actually had on their service onto DVD or Blu-ray. And so let's continue with what he says here. He says, this is a very dangerous point of view. Highly agree. While companies like Netflix pride themselves on being disruptors and have proven that they can affect great change in the industry, which they have, because nobody has ever denied that streaming has changed the industry. It's not changed the industry for the better. So listen to what he says. He says that they sometimes fail to see the difference between disruption and damage. I like where he's going with this. So much that they can find themselves intentionally or not doing enormous harm to the very concept of film preservation. I applaud you, Mike Flanagan. I don't really know a whole lot of your work. I truly don't. I don't watch Netflix. I absolutely loathe Netflix. It is, if it wasn't for Stranger Things and Cobra Kai, which there are other ways I've found to watch those shows because I like those shows. I wouldn't even bother, even talking about Netflix in the slightest. Because I hate Netflix. I absolutely hate Netflix. I hate streaming. it has done so much damage, and like he said, disrupt the concept of film preservation. These streaming services, Disney, Netflix, the bigger ones like that, they don't care about movies and entertainment anymore. They care about content. They put out content, mass amounts of content, which I absolutely hate. They shove it out there. They make it quick. They put it out there because they all they care about is subs. That's all they care about. They care about how many subs they have. Netflix, yes, has turned a profit. Yes, Netflix is one of the streaming services that have turned a profit. It's about the only one because, to be honest, it's not a studio-owned company. You know, it's its own company that was owned, but it's in doing so, becoming streaming and making everybody else want to do streaming, it's disrupted this. It's disrupted the industry. It's disrupted entertainment. It's taken an art form and film preservation and business models that have worked for years, for many years, that made multiple amount of money, and it's destroyed all that. It's destroyed all that. It's killing the theater business. It's killing entertainment. It's killing movies in general. Because, like I said, all they care about is content. They make something that they get these scripts that would have to probably go through multiple rewrites and stuff, and they just go ahead and shoot them and put them on there, and you have these streaming movies that just absolutely suck. And very rare does it happen on Netflix where something hits and hits big. You know, Stranger Things and Cobra Kai are some of the exceptions because, and once those are gone, because those are about to be gone, what's really left on Netflix? Can you seriously? What's really left on Netflix? Because Paramount and Warner Brothers and all these have made their own, and Disney have made their own streaming services, and they're failing, and so they have to relicense out their stuff to each other, or they're bundling each other. I just hate. It's the fact of the matter is, I hate what streaming has done to entertainment. That's why I hate streaming. Yes, it's easy, it's convenient, and you can have tons of movies in your house that you've never seen before, some that you may have missed. But in the end, what Netflix has really done in creating streaming is it has damaged entertainment. It has caused entertainment to become edited. It has caused these studios to sort of take back where they once were in, going back to the old studio system from the 40s when they got in trouble by the government for monopoly. It's taking it back to where now they have control over the properties of how you see them, when you see them, where you see them, and if you're ever allowed to see them. It's caused entertainment to become something that is not entertaining. It's caused people to turn away from movies and entertainment in general for other things. It's done so much damage, and the fact that you're turning your back on physical media, which was a tried and true thing. Yes, physical media sales are down. Nobody's ever denied that because the general masses have moved on to streaming, but the physical media business is still a $2 billion industry. Look, here's the thing. If they would go back to some of the business models and try to use streaming in the right way, then I wouldn't be complaining. Honestly, I wouldn't be complaining, because if you allowed movies to come to the theater, give them a 6-month window after their release instead of rushing them out to digital and streaming right away, release the physical copy, then put it on the streaming services by licensing the movies out to streaming services and stuff like that, and stop trying to just push out so much content so quickly, maybe you can have a successful business model like you once did. And whether you realize it or not, some of those subs that actually subscribe to you guys, they actually want physical media. They want some of that. Yeah. Well, it's always on there. No, it's not. It's not always on there. As we've seen, like with the exclusive, speaking of Disney and the stupidity, the Daredevil show and all that was supposed to be exclusive to Netflix. It will never, ever leave Netflix. It left Netflix. And it was gone for, I want to say like a year before they put it back on Disney Plus, right? It's never not going to be there. The movie Hush that Mike Flanagan directed, it was put on Netflix. That's where it got its following. That's where it became huge. It was huge. It's been taken from Netflix, and nobody's been able to see it since. But from what I hear, I do believe Mike Flanagan is actually working on a Blu-ray release of Hush for people. I'm not really sure if Hush was of a Netflix exclusive. I don't think it was. But like I said, he pulled it down. From what I know, he pulled it down, and he's looking for a way to get it released on Blu-ray. But yeah, this is really what pisses me off about streaming. What it's done to entertainment, physical media, and just like, I get to the point where all this ease and comfort of everything going online and digital is just it, it's not who I am. I mean, it's just it annoys me. I like to have some of that physical, tangible, analog media, and then know that I have it. It's okay to like, hey, what's on this streaming service? Oh, I really like that movie. I'm gonna see if I want to can buy it. I can't buy it. They never put it out because they're hostile towards physical media. That just makes people hate your company more. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments section down below. Seriously, sound off. How can Netflix and streaming and movies and physical media can work together to bring back that feeling of wanting movies and entertainment again? Sound off in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications. That would be awesome if I earn your guys' subscriptions, or possibly share the video out for everybody to see, or join to become a channel member, because that would help on my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here. And to everybody watching, whether you like me, hated me, or liked the video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever you all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media. It is the superior format. Godspeed.